If you're a homeowner, you know the importance of keeping your house in order and up to code, but it's also protecting your home's value. Our KC Live home and real estate expert Elizabeth Sadie is here to share some common inspection finds that you can complete now to prevent those big costs down the road. It's all about maintaining your home now, preserving the value. What should folks be doing?
Yes, no, it's all because it's a lot of people worry about updating and making changes, but it's about maintaining. So let's start with what to expect when it's inspection time when you do sell.
Okay.
Inspectors these days are very detail oriented. I mean, you're going to do a structural examination. They're going to come look at your foundation. They're going to come look at your rafters in your attic and those traditional things. But they also go around and they test every outlet. They're going to test the appliances. They're going to open and close every door, every window. And they're going to take a screwdriver and go around and poke all the wood of your exterior to tell a buyer whether or not you've got wood rot. So it'd be very good to really look at your home in great detail now. And why now is important is if you don't maintain those spaces, they deteriorate. And then when you do go to sell, you might have $7,000 worth of repairs to make on the exterior of your home because you didn't keep the paint job, keep the exterior painted as you should.
If you prevent now, it costs you much less as opposed to when you wait and then you're like, ouch,
Exactly.
that big bill. Okay, now some people struggle with water in their basement. What common issues do you see with that?
So this comes up on nearly every inspection. And one thing to check is to watch the grading on your exterior of your home. So you want to make sure that water is flowing away from your home. And it sounds silly and simple, but this is an example. So the water here actually, the ground is actually higher further away from the foundation, and it flows down into the foundation. So near the foundation, the ground is actually lower than it is like maybe up by those bushes there. So what happens when it rains is all the water is just pouring into the foundation there, and that can cause you to have water in your basement. Another thing, and a common thing that they recommend when they do an inspection, is for you to bury your downspouts. So we've got a picture here showing where someone is, you have the splash blocks. Well, those don't always get them away from the away from the home. One of the best things to do is to attach these black pipes to the bottom of your drain downspouts. So that's
We've done that, and actually it's not that hard to do. Burying it is a little bit of a challenge, but it really does take the water away from your basement, away from your home and the foundation.
Exactly, and if someone woke up with water in their basement this morning after the rain that we had today, that would be one way, and you don't even have to get it buried. If you can just get it flowing away from the house temporarily, that would be a great way to start.
Great, okay, so let's talk about the exterior. What other projects should folks invest in?
So talking again about maintaining, you're going to want to go around and make sure that you don't have any exposed wood. So over the years, you may have painted your house, or never painted your house, but that paint job might be 7, 8 years old. And so if you've got exposed pieces of wood like there is in this picture here, you want to make sure that you're going to get a fresh coat of paint on that and then and seal it. So caulking and sealing around windows. This is a picture of a window where it's just gotten never been repainted and caulked and sealed over the years. Well, these people went to sell their house and they had an extreme amount of wood rot, which either you need to fix before you go on the market, or you're going to have a buyer come in and ask you to fix those after repairs, and that can add up quickly. I mean, I've seen before bills for wood rot of $3,000, and if you can prevent that now so that you're not having to pay for that later, it's a good idea.
Investing in sealing and painting is much less expensive, no doubt. Now, there are some water-sensitive things inside to look for.
Yes, so sometimes people will notice in their shower that the grout is getting a little thin or it's cracked. Or around the bottom, around your shower pan at the bottom, make sure that that's caulked and sealed at all times too, because if water gets in there behind those tiles, it can cause the wall behind it to deteriorate. And then you've got where tiles are loose and falling.
And now there are also some safety issues in terms of electrical,
yes.
which that's something that you usually hire someone else to do,
Yes.
as opposed to caulking your shower.
No, and as far as the electrical goes, that's another thing that there's a lot of times in an inspection you're going to find ungrounded outlets or double tapped outlets where someone is back in the day gone in and maybe added another breaker, but you can have an electrician come over for free, and it would be a really good idea and to take care of it, because there's so many times too where an inspection, when you sell your home and you're going, oh my gosh, we lived all these years with these kind of safety issues.
Well, some great advice. Thank you so much. All right, behind